Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Field. Going to take up the E-FLITE RV-7 Sport. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with her. Sorry that this is the hat cam. I know y'all are used to my precious filming for me, but there we go. But she had to work today, so since she had to work, now I'm out here by my lonesome, me and my planes and my hat cam. So, but that's okay. And now I still haven't greased those wheels, so y'all have to listen to that whenever they land, whenever the plane lands. Just so you're aware, I'm running a Spectrum 4S Smart Pack in her. So
landing flaps.
Let me bring her by slow and dirty. There we go. Love that tail light. Oh boy. That tail light makes such a difference. And I love those nav lights on the beginning, on the front there too. There, a little touch and go there.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Look, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. The Sandhill Crane do not like that plane. Now, they had no problem. I was flying my Free-Wing Vulcan a while ago and my Free-Wing F-16 a while ago. They had no, and I even flew the Ugly Stick, that Durafly Ugly Stick. They didn't have any problem at all with those. But this one, they're squawking at. They're squawking at this one.
Takeoff flaps. Flaps up.
I think they can see the lights, so I think that bothers them.
Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps.
Kind of a rough touch and go, but hey, it'll be all right. The pilot had his drink in one of those cozies and it took the cushion, so he only spilled a little bit of his beer, not a whole lot. I gotta see if I can't negate some of that bounce.
Flaps up.
Let's try landing this time. Try landing her this time with no flaps at all. See if that doesn't help with the bounce a little bit. Yeah, that's better. A good looking little plane.
Landing flaps.
Kind of landing with the wind now. So I'm with the flaps, so I do expect some bounce this time. All right, turn around and land into the wind. What wind we have. That's much better. Much better.
Flaps up.
All right. Take off in this direction now. Try to keep it low. Oh, they're watching that thing. Boy, they are. They're watching it. I tell you, there has got to be a marijuana farm or marijuana plants burning somewhere near here, because almost every time I come out here, I smell it. Just coming from the east. There we go. And once you have identified and you know what marijuana smells like, you'll never forget the smell. It is the most awful, pungent, horrible smell. And I know people have it for medicinal purposes, and then but mostly people have it just to get royally baked. But you know, that's people's business, none of my business. But I can't stand the smell of it. So that's just what I'm saying. Once you've smelled it and you know what it smells like, you will never forget it. Now that I'm too busy talking about marijuana and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Them birds are not happy again. They're like, stay over there, away from me. Do love that landing light. Do love that landing light.
Landing flaps.
All right. Landing's all about throttle management. We can do better than that.
Flaps up.
Yeah, we can do better than that.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
I'm determined to get a greaser landing with this thing. Sorry, birds.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
Line up with my center line. There, finally. There we go.
Prop secure.
Prop secure. Now let's look at this fancy technology. I don't know if this one has that kind. Yeah. All right. Still got basically between a quarter and a third of the battery left. So I'm going to stop right there.
Volume 90.
All right, folks. Well, there you go. That is the E-FLITE RV-7 Sport. Great flying little plane. Great choice for your first low wing, especially if you buy it in the bind and fly. That way you have the option of safe select, so you can put her in safe and land her in safe. I don't really recommend her for grass fields because them skirts are kind of low and she'll be a real tendency to nose over on you. But other than that, if you've got a really well manicured field, you could probably take the skirts off and just have regular wheels on there if you wanted to. But she's got flaps, she's got a full house of lights, she's very scaled. This plane exists just like you see it, but in a full-size version. And of course you got Pilot Norman in there. I got a little bit of hanger rash on her, but other than that, she's in great flying plane with absolutely nothing wrong with her. The steering for the rudder servo can be a little weak. You have to be careful of that. It can easily bind, so just keep an eye, make sure your linkages are nice and tight and everything is squared up for you. But other than that, great flying little plane. Folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Fat Guy Flies RC saying, don't forget faith, family, and friends, and then RV-7 Sports. Bye-bye.